Ruined. 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 Wait. I need that. That's important. Let's just pretend I didn't do that. But that is what the internet has been shouting out over the last few weeks in regards to the WrestleMania 35 main event, as we've gone through twists and turns and swerves, and of course Ronda Rousey constantly breaking kayfabe, which has murdered it, even though it died around about 1987. But still, I look forward to proper charges being brought against Ronda Rousey for the murder of wrestling kayfabe. There is something that could be about to happen on Raw though, which may actually add more weight to this, even though, just for the record, I'm quite enjoying it all, and I love the fact that women are in the main event. I think it's well deserved, I think it's long overdue, puts a smile on my face. Bigger picture, man. Bigger picture. But if it does go this way, then yeah, WWE has ruined the WrestleMania 35 main event. Why? Here's why. So what am I talking about? Well, unsurprisingly, it does tie into the fact that Charlotte Flair won the SmackDown Women's title, and all about how that piece of gold is going to be used when we do indeed get to WrestleMania 35. And coming straight from Dave Meltzer at the Wrestling Observer, the speculation is that it's going to go down like this. If Charlotte beats Ronda, she will be a double champion. If Ronda beats Charlotte, she too will be a double champion, because they will retrieve the other belt off that person, but then hold on to their own, which means if Becky Lynch pins or submits or beats either Ronda Rousey or Charlotte, she will become the champion of the person that she beats. Does anybody else's brain hurt? And I don't want to say that I told you so, which obviously means I do want to say that. Otherwise, I wouldn't need to preface that sentence with anything, but I said this would happen. I said it would happen in the Why video we did a couple of days ago called Why WWE is About to End the Brand Split. If you don't believe me, you can go watch it now, or at least wait till we're done here, then go and watch it. But I was right. Now, I'm sure there's plenty of ways to look at this, but one is that it's an absolute roller coaster and is way more confusing than it needs to be. Even I had to do a little doodle to try and figure out all the scenarios that we could get. So imagine you're a casual fan. Imagine you're a dude or a dudette that is just coming back to WrestleMania because you enjoy it. You like the showcase of the Immortals and you don't really watch the product throughout the year, but for Mania, you'll come back and then you get that thrown in your face. You may go, you know what, I'm just gonna creep away again. I don't need to deal with this crap. Also, why is this the case? If we pretend that WWE is a real sport, which is what we're meant to do, by the way, who would agree to this? Who would sign up? Why isn't it just, oh, Becky Lynch won, she now takes all the championships because they were all on the line. That's what happens in other sports. Don't really include boxing in this because boxing is a mess, but it just makes more sense. Also, you can do that, WWE. You write the storylines. There is no politics. It's just you. You decide. It's nice and it's exciting and it adds proper gravitas to that match. The way that we may be about to do it is just going to take the wind out of everybody's sails. And when you take the wind out of something's sails, it doesn't move. And that's all a boat is good for. Move it. Why? That's right, we did it twice in one, because why the hell not? And it all comes down to Becky Lynch. Most people do want the last kicker to be standing tall at WrestleMania, but she's not going to be able to do that in the way that you want if somebody else in that match, even though they technically lost, can skulk away with a belt of their own. So let's say that Becky beats Ronda Rousey, she can be on the ropes with the Raw Women's Championship, and down there on the floor, that's where Charlotte is right now, she's still got the SmackDown version. That's not how things like WrestleMania are meant to end. I want proper conclusions that end one story and then we reopen the door on Raw and SmackDown the next night. And before you go, well, Simon, it could tie into a big feud between Charlotte and Becky for both of these championships. I don't believe it no more. I think all this has been done so that Charlotte can then go back to SmackDown, Becky can move across to Raw, we'll do some other feuds, and maybe down the line when we can be asked, we will do something with that. But by then, who knows what the lay of the land will be. That is not closure, damn it. And again, in April time on wrestling pay-per-views, I want closure because I'm an expectant asshole and I demand it. And yeah, I know I'm speculating, but we can do that on the internet because that's what it's all about. It's just fun. We can take a scenario and simply ask the question, why? And isn't that ironic? It's actually not ironic That's just something that people say when they want to sound smart. They don't really know what irony means. It ties into that Alanis Morissette song, but we're not going to get into that now. I mean, we shouldn't even mention Alanis Morissette. It's meant to be a video about wrestling. And I've got no problem if WWE does want to go the other way and just unify the belts. I think it does help Becky Lynch at WrestleMania 35 doubly so when it comes to the returning Lapsed fan who may know nothing about Becky. Look at it like this. Let's say Lee Dobson. How you doing, Lee? You're an old fan I've just made up who has arrived back in the WWE universe to watch WrestleMania 35. Dobbo, he don't know nothing about Becky Lynch, but if he sees her walk into this match with all this crowd support and then walk away with both women's titles, I bet you he thinks, man, maybe I should watch a bit of Raw and I should watch a bit of SmackDown because I like this Becky Lynch. I want to see where she's gonna go. And then boy, howdy boom, he's back in, +1 on your rating. It seems better to me than poor Lee then realizing, oh wait, I did like Becky, but Charlotte, she still got her own championship. And when I think about that, it makes me sad. Why you want to make me sad, WWE? What did I ever do to you? Aside from all those lists and articles where sometimes I call you out. You've also got to ask the question when you look back at the title and ruining the WrestleMania 35 main event, whether or not the long running time, and apparently it's going to be around 7 hours, is actually going to do that as well. I mean, who can get excited for anything after 7 hours? I don't care. If you've been stood in the same place for that amount of time and someone says, have this free cheesecake, eat this pizza, go, if you like football, go play football, you're probably going to be like, I don't want to do that, man. I just need to sit down or just do anything else. I've been here for 7 hours. Now, there's always an exception to that rule. For example, after 7 hours, you say, Miller, you want to go to the gym? You're damn right I want to go to the gym. I love the gym. It's the best place ever. It makes me feel good. I want to hit those weights. And yeah, you know what that makes me? It makes me an asshole. I'll probably be on Instagram in a minute, posting up big pictures that just say, what's your excuse? That's really stupid as well, people that do that. A perfectly good answer to that, when people, what's your excuse? Is you can go, well, I just didn't want to go. That's fine. You don't have to go to the gym. It's not a legal requirement to go to the gym. You're allowed to do whatever you want. It's your life. We've gone off again. We were talking about wrestling, then Alanis Morissette, now Instagram and fitness. Somebody needs to help me. Getting back on track, sometimes I just want to keep things simple. And I think up to this point, even with all the shenanigans, we have more or less done a good job. And I know that it went from a singles to a triple threat and now all of this. So hell, why not go all out and have some kind of schmoz with Travis Brown me way as well? It's got to be a line. You've got to realize when you've stepped over it and draw yourself back. And I don't think we need this kind of stipulation when it comes to the WrestleMania 35 main event, especially because this year it sells itself. The first time the women have been allowed to have that spot. I take that back. I shouldn't say allowed, earned. Deserved. They're meant to be there, and if they weren't, it would have been a huge mistake all round. Now, tell you what the real secret is, though. This is Simon Miller's special sauce that I'm going to reveal to you today. Again, you just smile and enjoy it regardless. Everything is always all right. It's like you're untouchable. WWE can't do nothing. You just enjoy the product. I know now some people go, but if we do that, Simon, we let them get away with murder. All right, like I said, Rousey murdered kayfabe. Let WWE murder entertainment. Go watch Ring of Honor. Go watch New Japan. Go watch AEW when they run a show. Go watch Defiant. There's loads of stuff out there. Don't let them get into your soul. Let them into your heart and forgive them. It's been weird, this one, hasn't it? A roller coaster all of its own. Oh, one last point as well that I forgot to mention. There is another way to ruin the main event of WrestleMania 35, and that is to not have Becky Lynch win. I've been thinking about this, and WWE seems so obsessed with swerves recently. Maybe they do give it to Charlotte, maybe they do give it to Ronda, maybe Becky isn't even involved in the finish. Maybe Ronda pins Charlotte or Charlotte pins Ronda, and that is just gonna piss everybody off, and it would ruin said main event. So let's not do that, WWE. I get it's fun to do it sometimes. I understand you want to wind up the fans. It makes me laugh too. When I see people going crazy on Reddit or internet or Facebook or whatever, it's like people are so mad. Sometimes you've just got to do, using your lingo here, what's best for business. Becky Lynch, let her win. If she has to just win one title, I can handle it, but just make sure she is the victor. We'll all be happy. You'll be happy. You want to take it off her in 24 or 48 hours, you shouldn't, but you can do it. Just make sure, much like WrestleMania 30, that last shot is Becky Lynch with one of those championships, and then all of the noise we've had in the lead up will all float away because people got what they want. Sometimes that's the answer. Give people what they want. Peace. Now, don't forget to leave a comment below and let us know what you think about the WrestleMania 35 main event. Is it good? Is it bad? Do we need to do some fixing of it really soon? Like, share, and subscribe. Then head on over to WhatCulture.com. Read yourself some articles. A lot of them are going to be about WrestleMania, because of course they are. Follow WhatCulture on Twitter, WhatCulture WWE. That's how you stay up to date with WrestleMania. And then make sure you watch more videos here on YouTube. My name is Simon from WhatCulture. Thank you as always for watching. I appreciate it. And as I say these words, we are only around about 11, 12-ish days from WrestleMania 35, and that gets me excited. We've got a Raw, we've got a SmackDown, and then we plow through to Hall of Fame, NXT TakeOver, all the Madison Square Garden stuff, Impact are there. It's just so much stuff. It's like Christmas, but in April, if you're a wrestling fan. If you're not, you don't care, but that's cool because we are. Make sure you enjoy it. It comes but once a year. Somehow we're 35 in, which is also terrifying, but it'll be gone soon. And then we're back to the summertime in WWE. That's always a bit of a problem. I think the heat gets to the writers' brains. Let's enjoy it for what it is.